Hi everybody, welcome. Happy Wednesday. We're waiting for Raquel. She's gonna show us more jewelry. Please feel free to pop into chat if you want to see something special. Hello. Hi Amy. Hi Tracy. Hi Nikki. Hi. Looking for Raquel. Putting my rings on. How's everybody doing? Busy start already to February, right? Is it just me? Feels a little busy? Feels like it. Feels like kind of busy, right? Some little rings. Getting ready to go live a bunch this week. We're trying on a ton of jewelry, which is really fun. Oh, here she is. Let's get her in here. Welcome. Hello. Wearing a little bow tie today. Ooh, bolo tie. Little funny signal taking us a minute here. Hi everybody, thanks for being here. Thank you. How's everybody's Wednesday going? Making jewelry. It's been crazy here. We had no post office for 2 days, which feels very weird. Hi. Raquel, I don't know, I don't see you in here yet. I tried to send you a request and it didn't let me have you in. Hi, sweetie, how are you? Right? Okay, maybe very busy, right? It is because it's Valentine's Day, right? That's what it's feeling like. Oh, okay. Raquel is unable to join. Let me see. Let me try again, okay? I have a request from you, so I'm going to say yes to it, Raquel, and see if that lets me. Maybe we request me oh, I think we
yeah.
You know when you call each other at the same time?
Yeah, we did.
Ooh! You look beautiful. Hello.
Thank you. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you. Happy 2021.
Yeah, happy 2021 for you too.
Right? We're ready. Well, you look great. So,
Thank you.
Tell everybody who you are and where you're from and what you do.
So I'm Raquel Paiz. I'm from Brazil, but I'm in Colorado now for 3 years now. Time goes fast. Yeah. Today I brought my drink.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Welcome.
And I've been doing jewelry for 13 years now, but main for whole time, full time since I got here. In Brazil, I was doing full time too. So if put everything together, 5 years, but has been a long way, jobs and jewelry, and then I'm like, okay, let's do this.
Kind of a big jump. So how long then has it been? So 3 years since you've gone full-time being in America, and that was the impetus or the reason you kind of went a little bit.
Yeah, I felt that I was already on the age that I couldn't, if I wasn't going to be full-time, would never happen, So I was just since I'm starting fresh new, everything is fresh, let's just do everything in one time,
Well, awesome. Welcome. I'm very excited for you to be here to show your collections, and we're going to try on of jewelry. So
yeah, let's do that.
Awesome. Yay. And you're in your shared studio space right now?
Yeah, I am. Nikki's over there. She's on a meeting, and I'm here. She's on the back working, and I'm here on the front with you. She's gonna be with you late of the day, right? At in the end of the day.
Yeah. So you and Nikki Nation is gonna be on at 8 o'clock tonight. You guys have a shared space called Duas Jewelry Atelier?
Yeah, we do. We have a little showroom in the front that is super cute. And then we do everything on the back as a studio. So we kind of decided that was too boring to be in our own studio alone. So
Yeah.
we kind of decided to get together and just do this here.
I love this. This is great.
Yeah.
Let's we've done one where we've shown around, so like let's get into jewelry. I see.
Yeah, sure.
I'm ready.
Where to begin? Let's see. I'm now with like a lot of vermeil options that I just introduced to.
Ooh, okay.
So I had to take out my earrings too, because I'm also having like a lot of one of a kind with gemstones. This is like a smoky quartz. I have a minimalist vibe and design.
Really sterling silver, mostly fabricated by hand.
Yeah, everything by hand. Everything is handmade by me, since like from scratch, and then I do the filigree, right? So this is a very fun that I like. I like the big ones.
So this is all the little pieces are placed by hand.
Yeah, all the little pieces are based by hand. So what I do is just, I think I have it here because I separated it to show. I do the filigree, and like I cut the wires and twist the wires, rolling mill, and then it's like these little pieces.
Ooh.
And these little pieces just become like a little of the things that I put inside of the frame, you know. So it's you need to have patience for sure.
I love things with pictures, but yes.
So it's like this tiny. So you have to do a bunch of that and then put everything together, fire, a lot of soldering for them not to fall apart. And yeah, but it's super fun. I love it. So for me, it's almost like a therapy.
And you do primarily in the sterling silver or fine silver? And then
yeah, it's sterling silver and vermeil. That is the sterling silver with the gold plated. I have some. What I do with the plating, with the materials, is just like how function is going to be. Because to do filigree and to make a little bit more affordable, I do the vermeil to be in the gold. Mm-hmm. But I'm probably gonna do like some mixed metal, solid gold with sterling silver in the future, with the filigree, because I think it's going to be super fun. And I also have gold fill in some of my pieces too.
Oh yeah, okay, because that's like a whole blend of things. But I think with the gold, you could the details in all the filigree work is beautiful in gold. I think, right?
Yeah,
I
have like some rings in silver that you can see the difference between like.
Ooh.
So that's like one of my rings. There's like a very thick band. And then I have this one too. There's a half band, but it's let me see. I think my feet.
Oh.
And then you have the filigree in the back.
Interesting. I love that.
Okay. And then yeah, and it's like a very dainty work to do too. So I have like these big ones that you can, it's awesome to do layers with them too.
I can see that. And when you go into the more fine work, maybe 14K or 18K, even incorporating some pave, like little diamond.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I feel that with jewelry, you have like endless options, right? It's just, I sit on my bench and I have an idea, and then like, oh, I could do this and that. And then sometimes I have a hard time to decide what path should I take.
Okay, so for right now, we're talking about Valentine's Day, but we're also talking about like selling to stores directly or working with stores.
Yeah.
Like, what would you think about? What are some of those core pieces that you are interested or work with stores on and sell to them directly?
So I have this that is the part of the filigree and the dust silver there is works that takes me a little bit more time, and it's like a little bit more artsy too, like a more of this time. The dust that I say, it's let me show you. It's just these.
Ooh, yes. Oh yeah, like oh yeah, I love seeing. Oh, this is like another facet of your collection. Oh, I love this. With the is that with the pearl, right?
Yeah, it's with a pearl. So, and I have like rings and like rings that is more bold like that.
Mm. Ooh, yeah. Okay, tell me, remind me again a little bit about this collection because this is another.
So this I got inspired by the moon, right? So this collection calls Lua, that it's moon in Portuguese. And I just wanted to get like the bright of the moon that is like the pearls and the night. And there is like a very texture too that is just reminds me of the moon. And what I do is just like I use the silver dust for my scraps and I clean it and I use a lot of fire to create this texture. So I have like this side of my business, and I also have like one that is a minimal and a little bit more like classic and modern, and it's like more day-to-day pieces, like pieces that you can just like put it on, and it's not that boring too. So like these.
Oh, lay it on me. So you have.
So let me show you the options. So I have these that I love. That it's I'm completely with the sides. So
I like seeing all the things. I like making it all sense together.
So
ooh,
like
ooh.
that is So this is the big one.
This is fun.
And they're super lightweight. So they're big, but they're light. So that's like the most, every time that I'm like with a client, the client needs to just pick it up to see, and they get amazed how light it is. It's like very light.
Yeah, show us.
This design is one of my best sellers because I have like 3 options of sizes.
Can you show us the inside? Do you do that? Do you do that all shiny, but you have that with
So I have 3 options. I have these that is all shiny, and I have this option that is with the oxidizing side, that it's like literally my favorite because you have like different textures, and when you put it on, it's just like going to pop in a way because you can see the sparkle of the jewelry, and you can always like have the dark side. With lighter hair too color, this just pops.
That's good.
And I also have like the tiny ones that is super fun too. This is in vermeil.
Okay, I was gonna say the gold in that as well. I could see that in two-tone, but I love the gold.
Yeah, the gold is. It's very classic too, right? So this with all these masks that we are wearing, I think it's a perfect size too, because it doesn't cut out in the masks and anything, you know.
Yeah, so it's to wear. And
so all these designs are made with like silver strip, and I play with shapes. That's like mainly this collection is. So I also like now introducing like rings. That is like literally day to day that you can play with, and
I love it. I like circle rings. I like circle.
Yeah.
Ooh, yes. Oh, I like that little like coming off to the side there.
Yeah, I love it too. If you put like on the middle finger, just like creates a good design too.
Do you size like what's the size range you kind of offer on this?
I can offer any sizes, and I can I think like usually 7, but I already did like 12, so I usually customize the size as the buyer wants or the client wants. Because I feel that it's very deep. Like you need to know your clientele too, if you have, but it's very different to have the right size to everyone. So it's always like resizing and like all of those things, right? It's
possible to have the right size for everybody on every ring, or
So I also did the drops.
Little. The lip.
Yeah, and then you can like play with this shape too, and like.
Yes, lay it on me. I like the ring stacks. Oh yeah.
See? Yeah. And this is brand new. This is like just made those yesterday. And I also have these. There is like also like a best sell. There is the mixed metals. There is a gold filled with topaz.
Ooh, yes. Ooh, I love this. Oh,
Yeah.
I saw this. What is this? I'm like, what is this? This has the teardrop shape, but then you've done with some sparkle, and I love the hook.
Yeah. So it's just like super lightweight, and it just like you can just put it on, and it's just like fancy, you know. I think it's that kind of. That's like the silver one in my hair, like looks and it pops a little bit more. And I also have the option without the topaz, without the sparkle. That is just the. It's just the.
That little dot there.
Yeah, it's a little dot.
Still have like that's still a nice design or geometric design element, whereas the other one has a faceted gemstone with prong set.
Yeah, it's a prong set with a gemstone. That is a topaz. I think it's 3.5 millimeters. Yeah, it's 4.5 millimeters, and it's just like a little bit sparkle. I did for the New Year's Eve. That even if you're gonna stay at home, it's just like you have some sparkle on, right?
Wait, what about pendant? What about that? Okay, with the aquamarine, what about that? If you did that with a pendant with the aquamarine here, do you do that shape in a pendant? Let's try. Let's try next. Is what I'm saying.
Okay. No, everything is possible. Everything is possible. I also have necklaces with these shapes. That is like long necklaces, especially for you to use with sweaters. And they're like very classic. This is with the oxidized inside.
Ooh, okay, love that.
And then you can do like use with the, let me turn this.
Yeah.
Like with the sweater.
Yeah, that's nice. It almost feels like hearts in some ways too. Or this feels like a bigger filigree.
Exactly.
Filigree on filigree on filigree, but down to the little minutia, you know?
Yeah.
Too, even on a bigger scale.
And if you're like a more bold person, you can use like with a little bit more.
Yes, I like that. Oh, I like that with the stack with all the others.
Yeah, right?
Yes.
So you can use this because this is the same necklace. So you can create like your own stack with like just one chain, right? So that's like a fun thing to do too.
I feel like you have a lot of customers that do that with you also, it sounds like.
Yeah, and usually what I do with the clients, I love to play dress up with them too and like give some like styling tips and like how I wear. Because I feel that when I'm making, I have to imagine a person wearing and how they're gonna style the thing. So I have to have these on my mind to understand how I'm gonna create, you know, to make something more functional and like not only pretty.
Totally.
And I also like wear during like a week to see if it's like comfortable, if it's lightweight, if there's some things that I can improve. So I try to get like very functional too, in a way, because you can't imagine how an earring can bother you, right? Too. But sometimes I use one that is like very heavy and it's fine, just because it's super pretty and it's fine. No. You can use for 4 hours, 6 hours, and it just look pretty, and that's great. Just like heels, right? In your feet. So
there's totally those earrings. Yes, there's some special clothing that.
Yeah.
Agree. Those are like special occasion things. Okay, love that.
Yeah, and I also have all these I have like long ones. This is a very like versatile collection that you can have.
Ooh. Oh, even more simplified from the
Yeah, more
Yes.
simple sizes, and you can.
Like a teardrop. I love
Yeah,
simple, elegant, all sterling. So do you
always sterling.
like sterling, oxidized sterling, vermeil primarily, but then some gold fill you were saying as well?
There's some gold field. Only the gold field usually is used with the wires.
Okay, for the
Because yeah, for the wires. Because like what I found out is when mainly wires and chains. Because I feel that for chains they the gold field lasts longer. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
and also the wire. I already tried to do the vermeil, but when I'm gonna bend, it breaks the plated, so it doesn't look cool. And so I have this. There is like gemstones.
Oh, hello. Okay. I'm like, hello, more earrings. Yes. Hey, bracelet. Make sure we get to some bracelets too, because we didn't even touch on that. Ooh, but this is, I love this. I did post a bunch of different gemstone things. Your gemstone pieces are primarily one of a kind, but these are.
This is because like what I have a lot of stones that I've been collecting, right? It's like
Totally.
you go to a gem show and primarily I'm from Brazil, so I had like a whole collection there that I just bought for like a lot of quartz, a lot of like aquamarines. So for these stones that I have to make one of a kind. There is no other way to get around not to be a one of a kind. I'm designing something for the future that I can do more wholesale in a way that is not going to be a one of a kind. But I also wholesale the one of a kind pieces that I have.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not, yeah.
If you can put together enough of a collection to show, things are changing now. People want small collections.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like what I'm doing is like small collections with the gemstones. You posted ones with like the garnets that I'm making with like hoops.
Yes, I saw that. I was like, those are very classic.
They're very classical, and then you can like use these, and you can stack with these like these little hoop things.
Oh, littles. Oh, yes, I love.
And they have like a very fun movement in the ears, especially when you have like.
Oh yeah. Okay, I love stuff like this. This is very my speed.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I love it. Totally.
What?
I like those together too.
Yeah. Yeah. So what I do usually is also like think how all the collections can go with each other too, and not be something that is just like you can wear these with these, or they just like you can mix everything together, you know, and play with.
Well, because you have like, even though things are you have like a very visual style too, though, and it's like carried throughout in your photography as well, like in your Instagram and part of your branding too. Correct?
Yeah. So I try to just like what I'm trying to because since I got here, it takes a minute for you to understand, because the market is very different.
Yes.
It's a very different market. So I think now I'm starting to get it, and like I'm more comfortable like creating stuff. So I'm pretty sure that this year, by the end of the year, I'm gonna have like so many new stuff too.
As exciting, right? Well, I see you always creating, always putting new things out, and it's really fun to see your process. And show us some more stuff, because we saw a little bit about the moon collection with the pearls. Do you have more of that?
Yeah, I do.
Want to show us?
Actually, one of the things that I like to do is like all these collections. I have the one of a kind of these collections, you know. So I have this one is my favorite.
Oh, yes. What is that? What is that biggie?
It's a quartz. It's a crystal quartz pair that I brought this from Brazil that I had for a long time. And I'm like, I think now it's time for me to put something on the design. So it's just it's very sparkle.
Very, but really in a very clean setting.
Exactly.
Very like,
clean. Usually with the gemstones, I feel that the gemstones, it's the one who needs to shine. So
yeah.
I don't like to do a lot of things around it. If I'm going to put a lot of things around it, I'm going to do more, like I'm going to play with gemstones, you know? So something like that. That is garnet with green.
On me. This is awesome. I love it. These are gorgeous.
Yeah,
I love the gems. They're like, I like the balance of kind of sparkly. It feels like an update to like royal gemstones.
Yeah.
Almost like the size of the scale of those.
Yeah.
Opulent.
I had this pair for a long time, and it's a pair. Sometimes it's hard to find a pair that looks that they have the same color, and if it's big and all of those things. So this pair was literally sitting on my bench for 8 years. But I was waiting for this to come.
Right? Like it. Sometimes it happens.
Yeah, but I also have like studs that they are like super cute too.
Ooh, with the little pearl on the side.
Yeah.
That.
So you can use like, I love to put two together that they just like, because they are so dainty and small, but at the same time, they're super, I don't know, almost like a rock and roll vibe, a chic rock and roll vibe, I think.
Well, the oxidized silver it makes it a little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit more interesting. Yeah. I like that.
I can't wait to go to a concert again and like put other jewelries on, you know.
There is no comment. I saw your eyeliner and I was like, I'm sold. We need to go somewhere.
Oh, you know, I'm just like, we are, yeah. I have to do more. I think I don't have enough.
I like that together.
Yeah, they're cool, right?
Love that. Someone has your sand and pearl earrings and loves them. We love that. We love that. That's so sweet.
Yeah. And I also, yeah, I have these, and I also have like the one-of-a-kind gemstones that is always on my website. If anybody wants to contact me about these specific ones, I have the spreadsheets to send to them and order the one-of-a-kind pieces. And all of the other things can be wholesale, right? Everything can be wholesale, actually.
Yeah, that's great. Okay, good to know. So stores that are watching will know. And if customers want to reach out, they can do a custom piece or like set a Zoom appointment.
They can actually. Let me show you two custom pieces that I have here that I actually create for myself, but it's my wedding headpiece.
Oh, I love this. Yes, lay it on me. Okay.
So
gems.
This is like my headpiece that I didn't like wanted to have like any of my hair. So this was kind of like here.
Mm-hmm. It is gorgeous.
So this is aquamarine and like topaz, rhodium plated, and there is like a plant in Brazil that calls arruda that is just to avoid all the bad looks at you, like all the envy, all the things, and brings you luck. So, and I love the ocean, so I tried to make like something that was that thing with the ocean vibe. And my husband wore the brush on his.
Oh, so nice.
So I like to create a lot of like custom things like that to tell a story, and then I make like my wedding has like all the mountains of Rio. I don't know if you can see.
I can see it, and it's beautiful. Oh.
And you have the Christ, and you have all the things, and you also have the Colorado mountains and my home state mountains, because I realized that our story was like surrounded by mountains. So I made our wedding rings like that. So I like to create stories too. It's hard for me to be in a box doing just one like thing. So that's why I have the filigrees, the dust, and the stripe. And I think I can manage to have it all for a while. Let's see what happens in the future.
I like that it all speaks together, and you're thinking about people wearing them together. You're talking like filigree on multiple scales, macro to micro.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. We are almost out of time.
Yeah.
Tell me like one last like special piece or piece you're loving or something new that you're excited about.
So I'm excited about it. Just let me see here. I had my ear climbers, but I'm gonna show you something that is special. That is the gemstones too. That is like the Atacama. I went to Atacama 4 years ago. So I made a whole collection based on the Atacama Desert. So I have these, that they're kind of like my special pieces right now, that I really like them. They're like all one of a kind too. You know?
Mid-century modern, kind of like these futuristic mid-century modern retro.
Yeah.
I love that classic American metalsmithing right now.
Yeah, right?
Artsmith, all of that right now. I love it. Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you for having me.
Always a pleasure. I can't wait to see more of you on Monday at our spotlight, our Zoom presentation for our retailers. So
yeah,
stay tuned, everybody. Thanks so much, Raquel.
Bye.
Bye, Sweet Pea. Thank you.